Say, what is going on, fiends? So, another chapter has unfolded in the shit show that is the Scream 7 drama. As it was reported today, actress Jenna Ortega, who was one of the other main characters in this new set of Scream movies, has now removed herself from the Scream franchise, citing scheduling difficulties, which is PR speak for basically, screw you guys, you fired my co-star and friend, and I stand with her, so kick rocks. So, where does that leave Scream? Well, leaves it in a not necessarily a complete smoldering heap, but woo, the building's on fire. Let's just say that. Now, Spyglass has a wish list that they have put out, and at the top of that list is actor Patrick Dempsey, who is currently one of the stars of Eli Roth's new Thanksgiving slasher film titled Thanksgiving. And also on that list is actress Neve Campbell, you know, the OG Sidney Prescott from the original Scream movies. And that's who they want to try to bring in now to play damage control to try to save this film. So here's my question. Does Neve Campbell want to come in and play damage control? Maybe, maybe not. That she is loyal to these films because, well, it did put her on the map outside of that old series that she did on Fox back in the day, Party of Five. It's safe to say Scream did put her on the map. So how strong is her loyalty to want to come in and try to clean up this mess? Now, Patrick Dempsey, no stranger to Scream, was in Scream 3, so it's not like he's new to this, so they just try to fit him in somehow. But the thing is how are you going to tie up the loose ends left behind by Jenna Ortega and Melissa Berrera? You can't just go to a Scream 7 and not even mention them. So how are you going to do that? The only thing I can figure is you start off Scream 7 by offing both of them at the same time with Ghostface. But then that's just kind of a weak way of doing it, right? Considering, especially when Melissa Berrera, being her character, is actually the daughter of Billy Loomis, OG Ghostface. So I don't know how you fix that. I really, really don't. But also, in other news, speaking of Melissa Berrera, she actually made a statement today and defended herself, and she has every right to do that. I have her quote, and let's pull it up and read it. All right, gang, says Melissa Berrera, silence is not an option for me. All right, I'm going to skip most of this because we already covered that in the prior video. So, and I quote from Melissa Berrera, it says, first and foremost, I condemn anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. I condemn hate and prejudice of any kind against any group of people, she wrote. She then goes on to say she is using her celebrity platforms to inform people. She continues, as a Latina and a proud Mexicana, I feel the responsibility of having a platform that allows me the privilege of being heard, and therefore I have tried to use it to raise awareness about issues I care about and to lend my voice to those in need. Every person on this earth, regardless of religion, race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic status, deserves equal human rights, dignity, and of course freedom. I believe a group of people are not their leadership and that no governing body should be above criticism. I pray day and night for no more deaths, for no more violence, and for peaceful coexistence. I will continue to speak out for those that need it most and continue to advocate for peace and safety for human rights and freedom. End quote. So, there you go. Quote from Melissa Berrera, standing her ground, defending herself as she should, because as I stated in last night's video, I didn't see anything wrong with any of the social media posts she made. The only one that I saw anything wrong with was the one that I said in that video that I felt that could have been taken out of context, provided somebody was to read it and to do so. But all of her social media posts was standing in solidarity with not just Palestinians in the Islamic community, but with also the Jewish community as well. It was just a plea for peace. And she, as an American, as well as her being a Mexicana and a Latina, she has every right under the Constitution of these United States to voice her concerns. But when you're in the spotlight, I guess you have no rights. But I'm glad she was able to speak out and take a stand and to clear the air and to, as I said before, defend herself as she should have. But as far as the state of the Scream franchise, as much as I love this franchise and the Scream franchise has blessed me. One of my dearest friends in the world played in 1996's Scream. I am very dear friends with Nancy Ann Ritter. Now, you may remember her as one of the two girls in the bathroom in that iconic scene in 1996's Scream, where the cheerleader and the other girl were talking shit about Sydney while she was hiding in the stall. Nancy was the girl with the short brownish black hair and the little purple top. And I have had the absolute honor and privilege to call Nancy one of my dearest friends, and I love her to pieces. And I just hate that this franchise is actually in the state that it's in now in less than 24 hours. And where do they go from here? Who knows? So stay tuned, I guess. But anyway, gang, y'all let me know down here in the comments below how you feel. As I've always said, I am open to all points of view because that's what makes us great. You know, it makes us unique from other places in the world, is that we can all come together and voice our own points of view and debate them peacefully. And I feel like that's been lost over the years, and I really hate that, because I love having intellectual debates and conversations with people, because that's the only way we grow as a society, as a race on this planet, not just in our country, but in all countries. And if we can learn to do that, God almighty, the paradise that we would live in. But anyway, guys, it's been your old buddy John, and I'll see you again next time.